Hey guys, so I'm using my primer first to start it all off. I use a pea-size amount. I do rub it between my fingers and I apply it all over my face. I do let my primer sit, that way it just really absorbs into my skin. It prevents creases, it stays on longer, it looks more flawless, and it also looks more poreless. So leave it on total 5 minutes. Then you can start with the concealer. The concealer, you can just put a little bit on. I melt it on the back of my hand, and I do cover up all my redness, all my blemishes and impurities. You can also use your concealer after you put on your foundation. I just chose to put it on first to really help cover the redness and all the blemishes. I can cover up sunburn, blemishes, impurities, scars, anything I like. And I love that this isn't too cakey, especially when you melt it on the back of your hand. Now I'm getting a damp blending bud. I like to get my setting spray and damp it, or you can just get it under the sink and get it wet, wring it out. But I like to pat in the concealer all around, that way it doesn't look blotchy and it doesn't just settle in my fine lines. Now we're using the liquid foundation. This you just want to shake up 30 seconds or less. I am only going to use 5 drops, but you do want to empty the dropper and then apply that on your brush. 5 drops goes a long way, and I go in circular motions to blend. That way it's just a more even touch, and it covers every angle and every bit on my face. You can choose to put concealer on after your foundation. I just did not. Sometimes my skin can get a little dry, but you can use the concealer after your foundation and set it with setting powder. But next, I'm gonna go into the bronzer. You just wanna get a little bit of bronze. You can do the fish face if you like. I like to just blend in all the contour. And I promise it looks a little harsh and probably too much right now, but we can definitely tone it down with some pressed powder, which we'll do in just a second. So now that I've applied the bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and come in with my favorite blush, which is my peach blush. I'm just gonna dot a little bit on to give me some color. Now we'll come in with the pressed powder. That way it just kind of meshes everything together. It looks more transitional and it's just more blended. And the lines won't be as harsh. I really do like to apply my bronzer to my warm tones of my face, on my cheeks, a little bit on my forehead, but I love the pressed powder to kind of set everything as well as just blend it all together naturally. So now I'm using white eyeliner. This eyeliner can really bring out the colors that you're wearing. Not to mention it makes your eyes look more open. Voila. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the Epic One Step Mascara. All you have to do is really blink into your mascara. I really tilt my head back, that way I don't make any mess. And all I do is literally just go front and back on my lashes and just kind of blink. It separates and it gives volume, curl, and I just cannot ever get over how easy it is. Look at that curl. Nice, love it. So now we're getting the other eye and do the same thing. Just kind of blink into it. It separates every lash. Then you can go front and backwards to really build that lash. The last part I do is my setting spray. You can use it before or after your makeup as a makeup toner, makeup setter. It just gives you a more dewy, fresh look, and it keeps your makeup locked in. Now you can top off your natural glam with a very bold lip. And you are ready to rock.